Hi guys, this is your reading for Sunday, the 1st of October. Thanks for joining me. It is a pleasure to be with you. I'm going to choose 3 cards here to give you an insight into what you'll be working with. And as this is the first day of the new month, we're going to see what you're going to be starting with. And this has implications for the day, for the 1st of October. But it also kind of shows us a little bit about what October is going to be about. It kind of sets the theme. You know, the first day of the month is kind of significant. You're starting the month on a certain footing, and depending on where you go from there, it's going to shape the month in a sense and is going to influence it. So, first card is really positive. It's the World. It's the Major Arcana card that is the last card of the Major Arcana. So, the Major Arcana starts with the Fool, then it goes to the Magician and the High Priestess and the Empress and the Emperor and the Lovers and the Hierophant and all those people. And he goes through this whole journey of living his life and being confronted with death and judgment and losing people and loving people and being called to do the right job and, you know, all the things that we go through on our journey. And here for the beginning of October, you get to a point of completion where things are perfectly balanced. You know that you're connected to the divine, the spirit, the universe. You can see all the stars here in the background. That's the one that connects to spirit. That's the one that connects to planet Earth. They're both perfectly balanced, and she's covered in this beautiful purple sash, which is a symbol for her guidance, her intuitive system. And as long as she listens to that guidance, she will remain perfectly balanced. She'll be protected by the universe, and all the elements are at her disposal. She's like the magician, but she's like the magician on the other end. Rather than having to use these things of the world and to make magic with them, she's in a position where the things of the world support her and make magic for her. She's no longer having to do anything because she's complete. She's finished her journey. She's surrendered her will, her ego over to the divine. And because she's overcome all of life obstacles, now the world supports her and manages her life for her. She's no longer in the driver's seat, and everything works and things click into place, and nothing in her life is problematic. So as far as setting the theme for the first day of October, that is pretty fabulous. That is really amazing. The second thing is the 9 of Swords, and you can see the 9 of Swords is a feeling of being trapped and bound, especially by negative thinking. So this sense of completion and this sense of listening to the universe and the connection that I have with the universe is infinite. It's so infinite that you can't even think how infinite it is, because it's beyond our human minds, which always see everything as having some end to them. The universe doesn't have an end to it. It's endless. It's infinite. The world is finite. The universe is infinite. And the Creator may have an infinite amount of universes within his infinite being. It's all beyond us. So you're connected with that. And that infinity, that power that is beyond anything human, is going to blast all of your negative thinking out of the way. It's going to cut these insignificant cords. It's going to free you up to be able to throw aside all your worries, to ditch them in the mud, to say, I have got 2 pair of hands. I've got 2 good hands here that I can use. And I can use these 2 hands to look to the future of my life, to ask myself, what is it that I care about now that I've gone through everything? What is it that the universe wants me to care about? What has my guidance told me? And what direction has my guidance told me to go in? So let me get out my traveling cloak. Let me get out my helmet so I don't get rained on in my journey for a better life. And let me set out today to make my life as it's meant to be, as the universe has told me it's meant to be. I'm free now. The shackles that have bound me for so many years, and the fears and the faulty thoughts and the worries and the concerns are no longer with me. I'm free. I've escaped the slavery of my own ego, of my own mind that tells me I'm not good enough, I can't do anything, I'm powerless. I've tapped into my true power, and I'm now going on a journey to make my life what I want it to be. And these three ones create a doorway. And this very powerful man who has wealth, I mean, this cloak costs something, who's protected, the elements aren't going to get to him because he's wearing suitable clothing, he's attired properly, he's ready to face the world on his terms. And he's able to bring life to this desert that he sees before him, and he's able to change the world. The world isn't going to change him because he knows who he is. He has a fundamental connection with an infinite power that is beyond anything that we can possibly even fathom. And because he knows that and feels it within himself, the trivial little problems of the world seem so insignificant to him that he absolutely forgets about them and says, who cares? I can do whatever I want. And he can. He's strong enough, with the support of his guides, to be able to do whatever he wants with his life and to add growth and new life and new beginnings wherever he plants one of these rods. He's got 3 of them. If he takes that and he plants it there, that desert is going to turn from a desert into a beautiful forest, and he will change the whole countryside. One person making a whole difference to a whole environment and changing the landscape. That's a metaphor. You can change the landscape of your life by planting one of your desires, one of your trees, in an area of your life that seems barren and empty and dead now. And because you are so empowered on this day and liberated, you really have everything that you could ever need to make a fresh start. 3 is about new beginnings, a fresh start to your life, and to see it grow in the way you want to. If you've been a lawyer because your father wanted you to be a lawyer and you've done it for 10 years and your dad is still not happy with you and you despise the job, then start thinking for yourself. The power is available to you on this day. The power is available to you in October. And October, because this is the first day of the new month, is going to be about this. It's about unshackling yourself from the things that have kept you stuck for so long. It's realizing your true divinity, which you are. You're a child, a perfect child of the universe. Whether that isn't reflected in your physical being is irrelevant. At the core of who you are, you're beautiful, flawless, perfect, immaculate, beyond anything. You're awesome. And when you get in touch with that power, the world will respond in kind because you're just overwhelming it with this belief. And when that kind of belief is used and applied to the world is defenseless and has to change and has to bend to your will. It's not your will, it's the will of the universe. So this is a life-changing day. It's the start of the rest of your life if you choose it to be. It's a whole new beginning. And you can turn your whole life around today by making a decision. It may be that the decision is enough and that you walk out of your life as it is and you walk into a new one and it all happens on this day. Or it could be that you finally feel the power that you've been lacking for so long, and you make a decision, and over the next few weeks and for the month of October, you decide to implement those things one by one by one. You plant this rod over there and that rod over there and the final rod over there, and you watch it grow and you watch your life change, and it all starts today. Every journey starts with the first step, and the 1st of October is the beginning of a much better new chapter in your life, and you're starting on that chapter today by putting your left foot in front of your right foot and left foot again and right foot again, and you're moving forward and you're starting something new. So no one is controlling you anymore. There's a freedom to liberate yourself and to make your life as you want it to be. 21 and 9 is 30, and 3 is 33, and 33 is a master number, and it's the master number of the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters are working with you strongly today. You've come to this spiritual place of power, and you choose your Ascended Master, or he or she chooses you. So whether Kuan Yin appears to you, or whether you work strongly with Jesus on this day, or whether Ganesh gives you the message that you can overcome all the obstacles that you want, or whether it's another person in your life that gives you a divine message, you will get proof of your divinity and your infinite strength on this day, and it will be proof that you accept and that you take as evidence, and because you accept it as such, it gives you unbelievable power to turn your whole life around. It's like someone has taken off a set of glasses that you never knew you were wearing, and you see things for what they truly are, and you're able to move forward now with this new information to create a life that you've always wanted. Not a trivial or unimportant day by any means. A hugely significant day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I use the tarot and astrology and numerology in my readings, and I can look at what your vocational aptitudes are, what your life purpose is. I can look at what's coming up in future, in your love life, in your progress that you're making spiritually, what kind of meditation practices would work better for you, what things in life really do not serve you and that you need to let go of, what direction you should move into, i.e. so you maximize your talents and your gifts, which we can see by looking at your midheaven and your rising sign and your sun and your moon, which tell me what your vocational aptitudes are really going to be. And then you can move forward with that and really start this new chapter in a very conscious, explicit way. So if you're interested in that, please get in touch with me via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on that readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. It's free of charge and a huge help to me. So I'd be very grateful. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.